Hi, my name is Gracie.
And I'm So.
We have a wrestling match away at Bellevue from 1 to 7.
There's a youth and government meeting in Mr. Wild's room from 2:45 to 4.
There's SGA campus cleanup with Mrs. Roush from 4 to 8, and a boys and girls basketball game away at Citrus from 3 to 9.
Lastly, seniors, a reminder that as you get your decisions from colleges, to fill out the decision QR code sent out by Ms. Duclos.
Panthers, and welcome to Friday. So I just want to touch base and make sure you are all aware of what the DMV requires as far as students attending school. So if you miss 15 days of unexcused school in a 90-day period, they will take your license, or they will prevent you from getting your license or permit. So keep in mind, if you're going to be absent, it is very important that you bring in a note from your parent. Again, these are 15 unexcused absences. So as long as you are bringing in notes when you're absent, they won't count against you. But this is very, very important, and unfortunately not a lot of students know that the DMV will suspend your license. So that's the first thing I want to talk to you about. Second thing, for those of you who are graduating this year and going on to any type of college, it's very important that you apply for financial aid. CF has a financial aid workshop coming up on February 4th from 6 to 7:30 right here at their Citrus campus. So please register for that using the QR code. The counselors have them all in our offices. Please, you and your parent attend that. This is how you get money to pay for college, whether you're going to Withlacoochee Technical College, College of Central Florida, or any university across the country. This is how you get money to pay for it. So, speaking of Withlacoochee Technical College, this is just a reminder that if you're planning on doing dual enrollment as a junior or senior next year, their application opens February 4th at 3:30. They have limited seats available for their programs like welding, electricity, automotive service. So if you want to do one of those programs next year, February 4th at 3:30 is when you want to get on and complete that application. Finally, for the remainder of the school year, for Don't Get Fired, we have tip money that your teachers can give out to you. So if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing and you get one of these little blue tip dollars, bring it to the school store for one of our snacks. You will also be entered to win various gift certificates that we have. We still have gift cards left over from the Don't Get Fired party that sponsors donated. So your name will go into a drawing every month for a gift card, and your issuing teacher will also give you a gift card. So get those teachers to give you tip dollars. Teachers, just email me if you need them, and I'll be happy to have those delivered. Have a great Friday, Panthers. Enjoy your weekend. We'll see you next week.
Good afternoon, Lecanto. This is Dr. Scheidner from the IB office with our winners of the week. This week's winner for the IB Learner Profile trait for the teacher is Mr. Campbell for being balanced, caring. Harley Walker writes, Mr. Campbell had to take a new HL biology course to teach it to his students. As a class, we are ahead of other schools, which demonstrates Mr. Campbell's balance. Giselle Broughton writes, Mr. Campbell makes me feel comfortable in his class. He cares about his students, and he is an amazing teacher. So thank you, Mr. Campbell, for being our winner this week. For our students, we have 4 winners this week. Our first winner is Elena Ellman for being knowledgeable. Mr. Sullivan states, Elena is an expert student whose ability to concentrate on a task at hand, work collaboratively, and achieve mastery on a topic has helped her make great strides in her journey towards a greater Spanish language fluency. Well, congratulations, Elena, for that. Next, we have Elijah Howlett. According to Miss Roush, Elijah demonstrates some great caring attitudes by looking out for those around him and checking in to see if they are all okay. So thank you so much, Elijah. Next, we have Ella Kripe for being caring. Mr. Ambrose nominated her because Ella works great in group settings. I can count on her to always be patient and helpful, especially with classmates that otherwise might be having a difficult time. So congratulations, Ella. And last but not least is Caitlin Duclos for being a communicator. Miss Wyka writes, Caitlin is a fabulous fabulous communicator. When working with her peers, she explains topics thoroughly, patiently, and kindly. Well, thank you for all of our winners, and have a great weekend, guys.
Good afternoon, coming straight from the Coach Corner. It's Bink here, and I'm here with
David, and we're going to be going over next week's athletic schedule. February 3rd and February 4th, varsity baseball is traveling to Denellen for their first preseason game of the season at 4:30. Good luck, boys.
Also on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, we have varsity girls and boys traveling away for their district tournaments. Good luck, boys and girls.
February 4th, boys wrestling is at home against Crystal River at 6:30, and February 6th, boys wrestling is at the Villages.
Also on February 4th and 7th, we have girls soccer traveling away for their district tournaments. Good luck, girls.
Hi Panthers, it's Miss Bittner, here for a little German lesson today. Less about the language, more about the culture. So, today we're going to talk about last names. My last name, Bittner, is actually a German last name. My great-great-great-great-grandfather came from Germany and moved here to the US. When he moved to the US, our last name was spelled like this, Bittner. These two dots over the U are called an umlaut. Because we don't really use umlauts in English, it eventually became B-U-E-T-T-N-E-R, and my family changed the pronunciation to Bittner instead of Bittner. Other really common last names that you might have are Snyder, Fischer, Wagner, Hoffman, Schaefer, Weber. Those are all German last names. So you, if you have that name, might be part German.
This is Brooke Williams with my co-host,
Mrs. Mitchell.
We're here with your jokes of the week. So, Miss Mitchell, why are you so cool?
I don't know why.
Because you have many fans.
Oh, yeah.
This joke goes out to the Lady Panthers basketball team. So, Miss Mitchell, why did the women's basketball team bring string to every game?
I don't know why.
To tie up the score.
That's so good.
Miss Mitchell,
Yes.
knock knock.
Who's there?
Owl.
Owl who?
Algebra.
Oh, goodness.
For anyone interested in attending, there will be a FAFSA workshop held. It will be at the CF Wilton Simpson Citrus campus, Tuesday, February 4th, from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Stop by the CFCCHB Health Sciences Center at the Citrus campus for a workshop to provide assistance to students and families with completing FAFSA free application for federal student aid. And please limit your family to 2 attendees. You can scan this code to RSVP.
Good morning, Panthers. I'm Mrs. Duclos. I am head of the Social Studies Department, and I'm here today to talk about the social studies opportunities that we have here on campus as you get ready to plan your schedule for next year. So just like you did last week, we're going to take a look at where you can find some awesome opportunities in the Social Studies Department. So just like last week, you are going to look at these one-pagers for the social studies opportunities under the Panther zones. You're going to go to modules, and then you're going to go ahead and click on course information and registration. There you'll see all of the opportunities that are available, and if you scroll down, you'll see the social studies opportunities. Now, many of these classes are required for high school graduation, but there's different opportunities or different selections you can make to achieve those requirements. For example, you could take World History, you could take World History Honors, or you could take an AP World History, which offers you the opportunity to get college credit. So if you were to open the AP World History, you would see all the different information that Mrs. Smith has put on here to talk about what an AP course would look like for you. There's also AP Human Geography, which is a very interesting class, and there's all sorts of different pieces and parts on here that you can choose. We also have social studies electives like psychology and sociology that you might find very interesting. So make sure you go onto the Panther Zone and check out these awesome opportunities.
Good morning. This is Mr. Dr. Weil. I am an IB elective teacher. I teach several IB classes, and I'm here to explain to you a little bit about some of the IB electives that we have available. First things first, IB electives are 2-year classes, so you have to know that you are in this class for 2 years, so you have to be ready for that. IB electives are open to both IB students and really to anybody, so you need to check with Dr. Scheidner if you'd like to take an IB elective. And so let me show you a little bit about and talk to you a little bit about some of the electives that we have available. If you go to the Panther Zone and course information and registration, scroll down to IB electives. So we have IB chemistry being taught by Dr. Norris. IB chemistry is, I guarantee, not Breaking Bad. You're not going to make any weird chemicals in there, but it's a very useful and fun class, and you're going to really enjoy it. Also, you're going to work hard, right? So that is exactly by design. IB Global Politics is taught by none other than me, myself, and I. So Global Politics, we are going to talk a lot about current issues. There's a lot of reading, a lot of writing, to do some research. It is a fantastic, wonderful class, and we are going to talk a lot and argue a lot, which is lots of fun. I'll teach you how to argue. IB Physics with Mrs. Benoist. IB Physics is one of those fantastically wonderful STEM classes. Mrs. Benoist is probably the smartest person on campus, and she's a wonderful teacher. You will love that class, and you will work harder there than you can possibly imagine. But my motto, of course, is work hard, play hard, and so IB Physics, you will do that. IB Psychology is being taught by Ms. C. Roush. She is going to run you through a beautiful, wonderful psychology class, again, 2 years. And psychology is an incredibly useful class to have, good to have a background in psychology for almost any job or occupation that you have, especially if you want leadership. Psychology will do nothing but help you. And IB Sports Science with Ms. Upchurch. If you're going into any of the medical fields or any of the sports science fields, it is a great class to take. It's also quite fun. That's one of those work hard, play hard classes as well, and you're going to really would enjoy that one. And then lastly, you have the pre-diploma program inquiry skills, the PDP inquiry skills by Mrs. Duclos. Mrs. Duclos is going to prepare you for how to think and how to research and how to write and how to do this education thing, how to learn, right? Those are all incredibly important things, important really for everybody, but definitely important for those going into IB or going to college or university or really anywhere. So that's just a brief rundown of our IB electives. If you have any questions, you can see any of us IB teachers. I am always available. Dr. Scheidner, of course, is always available for questions. So hopefully you enjoyed that, and we'd like to see you in some of the IB electives.